Alright, what's up YouTube? It's May 21st, 2026, and this is a trade recap on how I again lost a trade. Lost $498. So let's get into it. It's a good trade, but good setups fail, right? So unfortunate, but let's get into it. So coming into the day, I saw that we had this 4-hour intermediate low right here, which was my external draw for lower. And then to the upside, we just had London highs over here. Then what I also saw was that we had this hourly gap right here. So I'll mark it out. Alright, so we had this 1 hour bearish for value gap. We tapped CE of the gap. Alright, yeah, we tapped CE of the gap, and then we got displacement lower. The trade that I originally wanted to take was this 3-minute IFVG over here. It's like a really small gap. There's also a 2-minute, but I didn't end up taking this trade because of the wick, the closure. So you can see right here, the body is 11.75 points or 12 points, and the wick is 20 points. So the wick is almost 2 times as big as the body. So that's showing a lot of rejection. So that's just not something I would want to take. So I faded that, and then what I saw was that we edged this 4-hour intermediate low, which was my external draw, which I was saying earlier. My external draw lower is that 4-hour intermediate low. And I saw us edge it right here, then open up this 5-minute gap. I saw us tap into the 5-minute gap with generated low resistance liquidity, so this low, this low, this low, and then get that 1-minute IFVG right here. Got a pretty good entry up here, and I had stops above this high. But what ended up happening was we just came straight up, got stopped out, and then there was another re-entry, which was, I'd rate this setup that I took probably like a B minus B. It was a simple 1 hour sponsored 5-minute gap cont to the external range draw with low resistance liquidity leading up to it. And then there was another setup. So remove all of this. Another setup right over here. So I took the trade right here, got stopped out up here. But then what ended up happening was we had an SMT. So right here, ES didn't take out the high, whereas NQ did take out the high, and we got the SMT within the 5-minute bearish gap, right? So it looks really good. That LR is still intact. In fact, we just generated more low resistance liquidity, and then got the 2-minute IFVG right here. But I didn't take this trade because I already lost one trade, and I usually don't really like taking more than one trade per day. And it was a pretty decent loss, $497, basically $500. And my max drawdown is only $800 away. So I knew that if I lost another trade, I'd like feel really emotional and shit. So I didn't end up taking that setup. It would have gotten break even regardless, but this re-entry was for sure an A+ setup. Really good. I don't know why I didn't play out, but I know some people took that setup and didn't take the first setup. Honestly, the second setup was better, but uh, first setup still liked it, so took it. Unfortunately, got stopped out. On this funded, I'm 3 break evens and 3 losses so far. Literally a 0% win rate, which is like crazy. And all the trades I've taken, except one of them, was following my trading plan. It was a good trade. I saw a lot of other people take it too. All good trades. Somehow, I don't know why, but all of them ended up being losses or break evens. But just gotta stay consistent and persistent and delusional and just get back to it and then just try to pass this funded. If I blow it, who cares? It's like $100 to buy a new one. I'll just cop a new one and then start trading that one again too. So that's the end of the trade recap, and I'll see you guys in the next video.